Hey, how's it going, everyone? Tis Wednesday, I do believe. Wednesday it is. A couple days to the end of the month. So I'm going to do a preview on gold and silver for monthly charts. I went ahead and put a paper trade in there just shortly because I think it's going to pop here. When monthly, let's get a monthly chart. This is a bullish pattern break. It's going to come. It's going to hit hard. 1260 was the mark. It is above 1260 right now. We got 2 days to the end of the month. Breaking outside that pattern by the end of the month would be so sweet. Right now, we're closing a hammer for the monthly close. So knocking out a bottom. It didn't come down to its natural course of return. So I think it's going to pop here shortly. Boom, boom. It's got to break previous high breaks. You can see the 13.8 and the 34 all smacked together right there, and gold just rose above. Do I think gold is going to go down? No, I do not. Break the multi-year down pattern? Oh, yes, I do, actually. That's what I'm talking about, yep. Yep. This top pattern, consolidation, well, the distribution, consolidation, accumulation, bam. We've been waiting for it to pop out above the 34 on a monthly chart gold. We have been waiting. So it is almost there. It's on to silver. Silver's putting a nice little long-legged doji so far. We got two more. No, it looks like a hammer now. It was a doji just a few minutes ago. Look at that long-legged doji hammer. So we'll see how we close by the month. But that looks bullish as well. That just smack down and then reversal. Complete knocking out the bottom hammer style. Yes. Keep buying physical. Who knows what's going to happen with the contract markets? COMEX can default. It's purely speculative, all right? So I think something bad is coming. I think the bubble, the debt markets, the bonds, everything's just really bad. Buy some physical. I didn't get the pullback that I wanted on silver. What was that on a daily chart? It did get a pullback into the 8 this week, but I didn't pull the trigger. So it completely reversed on me. Now it's breaking the 34 on the daily. It's going to pop. I don't usually paper trade with 3 positions. That was an accident. I usually just use 1. So this was when I was straddling the ups and downs. Like when this sells, I'll put an order in to buy, and I'll keep 1 running my profits. But anyways, off the subject there. I usually don't paper trade with 3 contracts. So that's the monthly outlook. That is a huge, huge hammer right there. It was a doji a few minutes ago. It looks like we got some bullishness coming in. And it's that daily or the hourly chart, which I bought it off of. You can see the stair step into support. It was breaking previous highs, and I just went ahead and market bought. Broke previous highs. Now I'm contending with the double top here, so I got to be careful. But it's the beginning of the day, and I think it's going to make its daily high before that turns around. So we'll see how that works out. Let's start from the top. Damn, that's a 60-minute chart on the dollar. It got smacked down. I didn't see that. Boom. Looks like it was trying to make a reversal. Nice hammer right in the middle, long-legged there, and it just, boom, knocked back. Rejected. Didn't even reach resistance, did it? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Damn, the dollar got smacked. I did not see that until just now. It did get rejected on the daily. So we had a hammer on the intraday. We had a nice reversal pattern, hitting. It was going to cross the 8 and got rejected big time. Broke previous lows all the way down. Right now we're closing inside the previous pattern, previous candle. So see if we can't get it back above, like a double back. Maybe that was just a swing and low. It has reached its measured move, so it's close to being churned around somewhere, but that was a pretty bad smackdown. If it breaks the measured move, it could take another leg down. So watch the dollar. It's closing on its lows right now. That's a measured move from the head and shoulders top breakdown. And it's approximate, so don't be mad at me. Measured moves are always approximate. My goal was 92, so there we are. We're almost there, $1.50 off. S&P still going higher. I just watched a video from SGT report. He had someone on from Europe saying this is the bubble of all bubbles, blah, blah, blah. And something like Japan owns 80% of their ETF market. The government owns the ETF market. This is absolutely insane. There's no market. To call it a market is just weird. When the government's buying, Federal Reserve has what, $4 trillion on its balance sheet. It's buying up bad assets. It's totally gonna fall. It's gonna be bad. So I'm still looking on a head and shoulders top on S&P. I think I mentioned that. I'm still looking for a head and shoulders top. I think we got a left shoulder. I'm looking for a top coming back in over support, back into resistance, making that double top shoulder. But it's still going up. So absolutely nothing holding it up, I don't think. The VIX made a nice low, but a switch around hammer. Boom, boom. Knocked out that bottom. It was really, really low, wasn't it? The lowest was in 2007. 8.6, just 40 cents off the mark. No, wait a minute. Well, it looks like we did make a low 89, so 30 cents off the mark for the all-time low on the. Well, I can't say all-time because it doesn't go back below 1991. But you can see the VIX is at a low, very low, and whenever it hits a low, it always bounces. So the S&P and the Dow should be coming to a top somewhere. Closing on its highs on a monthly. Maybe it's the monthly double top that gets us. We'll see how Monday opens next week. Is it Monday? No, Monday's still. My bad. July has 31, and Monday is the last day. So I'd have to wait until Monday to figure out what happens on the monthly close. Broke previous highs, broke outside the pattern, broke previous highs here. It's 21,000 something. Look how straight up that is. Absolutely no support when things go straight up. There's nothing holding it up. It's a bunch of fluff, so watch out below. It's got to be some kind of inflation, something. Interest rates have been rising. This thing should have fell over already. Nice little V here. It's got to get an opposing point. This is crazy. The Dow's Just out of hand, it looks like. I'm looking for the Dow to come back into support, making a nice reversal pattern. And I'm hoping that reversal pattern just falls off the cliff. But we've seen a reverse head and shoulders on this top before, so maybe I want to do it again. Looks like the 4-hour chart's having a little struggle on momentum. I'm thinking that the price is going to come back into support. It has to. Looks like momentum's turning over, crossing the 8 on the downside. Crude looks good. Broke the previous high break. Nice booming effect right there. Looks like it popped, came back into support, closing above previous highs today. Nice move on crude. I got a left shoulder. I got the V bottom. Look for a pop, come back into support, and then running with it. Crude looks bullish. Fill up your tanks. Gold, we went over gold. Looks like it's still pumping. Let's see how that 60-minute chart looks. I missed the move down here, so I would have got it if I saw it. Silver, it looks like a continuation. Let's break that double top on silver. Let's get a pop on this bad boy, 16. Yeah, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. There it goes. I got previous lows and at 17. Let's see if we can break into previous lows. I got a double bottom low over here. I got to break into previous lows, get to the next lows at 17. Let's see if we can get to 17 overnight. Giddy up. Popper. Copper's going to do the same thing. Looks like a high-flying consolidation there, but daily looks like it might fall over on copper. What a boom. Did not see that. Boom, boom. 3 o'clock high. Let's see if we can get the 3. Weekly chart. Look at that. It's just classic right there. Look at the move over the 34, consolidated, came back into the 34 over time. Broke previous highs, flat top break, boom. Let's see if we can get the 3. These previous lows right over here. Copper looks great. Silver crossed the 8 on the weekly. Let's go back to gold one more time. Yeah, we're all bullish on all three now. That looks good. Copper, silver, gold running together. That is awesome. Looks like switch to a daily. Boom. That's how we like it. Right over the 34. Retrace, bounce, previous high break, boom. Nice. Dinner's ready. GDXJ. Oh, this is going to pop heavy. 2-bar pattern, 2-bar pattern, boom, 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 2-bar pattern, previous high break, bam, right outside the pattern. That looks great. GDXJ. JNUG. JNUG back in it. Looks like it. Cross over the 8. That'd be a nice little J curve pop if anyone wants to catch it. Needs to get over that 20 mark, though. It struggles. Nugget, downward trend line, going to pop. Looks like a 2-bar pattern whipsaw. It's going to crack right outside there. Let's see if we can get the 56. It's natural course return. I got a previous low over at 45. Nuggets. Previous lows are my resistance. And then when it gets up in here, you can use that long candle right where the 34 is for a nice balance. 63, 70. That's going to pop. Boom, boom. 3 times gold. It's a double bottom too. Double bottom. Got major lows over in the 80 range, running up to 150. Break into these previous lows, right up the range into 150. Oh my God. Weekly closes. Let's see. Doesn't look like silver is going to be the best buy for a while. It is consolidating nicely, though. I'm going to go ahead and buy my silver this week. I don't care. Looks like it's bullish. Tahoe's not looking pretty, but it did cross over the 8 through time, over the 13 through time. Watch previous high breaks. Maybe it can cover that gap. Got knocked back pretty good. USLV. Nice V bottom. Where's the opposing point? It looks like it didn't need one. It's going to hit the 34 first. See if it can crack the 34, come back into the 34. That's the better move. Remember, the V bottoms don't work, and I don't see any opposing point yet. So watch for that opposing point to come in at any time. Look at HL. Nice reverse head and shoulders, cracking the 34 on the daily. Boom, boom time on that one. Reverse head and shoulders right off the bottom trend line. Natural course of return is the other side of the pattern at 6. So it's not going to be a big run, but if you can catch it into resistance back, buy into support, you can really just catch it going. CLF, how are we doing? That looks like a bearish piercing. That's a bearish piercing pattern. Look for CLF to come back into support. Although it did bounce right off the 8. So look for previous high breaks too. It could just go sideways. It looks like it might have just filled that gap on the 2-bar reversal over support. So watch for a double top break at 791 over the 8. That could be a bounce play. But right now, that 2-bar pattern is a bearish. It opened up, closed 50% of the previous candle. That's a bearish piercing pattern. AG. I don't think we have to worry about AG. Let's get across that pattern, though. That's a reverse head and shoulders right off the bottom there. Let's see how we're doing on the weekly. Nice pattern. That's going to be a nice break when it breaks out of there. I got a 2-bar pattern whipsaw. That's right. That's right. AG's looking really good. I had the previous lows for a trend line. I had it sucker punched through support, back through resistance, and just kept going. It looks great. 2-bar pattern confirmed. NAK. Looks like it came in, bounced a little bit. There's a hammer on the daily. Look for previous high breaks on that hammer. We're going to reverse head and shoulders. Nice consolidation over support. Previous high breaks. See if we can crack it. Snap that chicken's neck. That looks good. NAK, I'm bullish. KAT looks like it's got a lower high now. It ran too hard and fast. URA. Not the move that I was looking for. Looks like it's coming back into support for consolidation. I was hoping that URA would crack that weekly chart, the 34 on the upside. UEC looks better, but it looks like it wants to come back into support, gathering its legs. You can see the turning, the close below the 8, the turning of the 8, as price closes below it day after day, turning it over, crossing it eventually. It looks like it got a cross down and a couple of rejections, lower highs. It looks like it's going to come back into support, gather its legs, try again. These both fell apart pretty good. Nice pop. Looks like it's gathering its legs, coming back. The uranium just fizzled out. Closing on its lows on URRE. Looks like it's just a rush for the exit on that one. It's got 10 cents of support down here. So look for it to come down into the measured move, into the 10-cent range as that long trend line. I don't know. It's not more of a balance point than a trend line. I was using previous lows, previous highs. Previous lows, previous highs. More of a balance point than a trend line. Looks like it's just gathering its legs, trying again on the long-term chart. Uraniums, all the uraniums got knocked back. Pop and then a knockback. That looks like the right shoulder on the URRE daily. Left, head, right shoulder coming in. Buy the support. Bitcoin still holding 2,500. Looks like it's consolidating on an upper level here. I needed to get back above that line there, though. Bitcoin with the head and shoulders top still in effect. Price is down below the neckline. It was up above the neckline. It's just going to knock back. Looks like it's gathering its legs, trying again, though. It's got to hold 2,500 or it can just fall over. Looks like across 2,500 again and again. It's closing below the 8. I don't feel good about it on the daily. Weekly still has the 2-bar pattern, but then it reversed 2-bar pattern. So who's going to win? That was a pretty badass bounce, though, on Bitcoin. So I'll have to be bullish on it. Gray Fox, ABX. Let's take a look in a minute. ETH. I'm still looking for this to come back in. I got a 2-bar pattern that's still healthy. I got a rejection off the 8. Once it closed below the 8, came into the 13, came into a bearish retracement back into the 8, fell over, watch for previous low breaks at 7.5. LTC, I'm still bullish on this, but it got knocked back pretty heavy. Closing below, I'm looking for a flat top break at 2.2. It's not too far off the mark. It's still got nice trend. And Dash, I'm looking for a previous high break too to gain on Bitcoin. I'm still in BNC, not really trading it, although I should because I get impatient. But I'm still bullish on it. I think this is a bottom somewhere. It's got to get it to break previous highs. It's just consolidating over the 8 and 13. I've got support, BCN. I just like the way it moves. It's very smooth. It goes through a lot of coin. And, you know, it has the patterns. It does what it's told. Apple, let's see how crazy this shit is. Looking for a previous high break on Apple. It's absolutely insane, these things. It's closing above the 8 and 13. It's got support. I got head fake down here, closing below the 13, back and forth, back and forth. I thought it was going to fall over. Total reversal. into the 8, into the 13, over the 8, back into the 8, got support, broke previous highs, kept going, looking for 156 break or a lower high on the monthly close. That would be key. Huh. Is this thing going to take off in the next couple days? Because that's the 1-2 punch on a monthly chart. 1-2 pop. Huh. Google monthly close. Let's check this bad boy out. Same thing. Looks like a little rejection on the Google. Looks like it hit previous highs. I got the double top forming. Double top forming out of the outside day on the 2-bar pattern there. Looks like Google's bearish. It's got to double back and take out that double top or it's going to fall over. Huh. That's the first bearish equity I've seen. Aside, there's no bearishness showing. I could have a small double tap on the S&P. I could get a reversal bar. No. Google's the only bearish one I've seen. Let's see. Let's dig in a little bit. Closing below the 8. Then there's another head and shoulders reversal. Head and shoulders, reverse head and shoulders are supposed to be at bottoms, not at tops. That's why I think this will fail. But the last time it happened, it didn't fail. So I don't know what's going to happen. That's the right shoulder coming in. Just a drop off. It's going to catch support, gather its legs, try again over that top. It's got to do it in a timely fashion. 986 on Google. Could it break 1,000? That's the 1-2 punch on the monthly chart. That's pretty amazing, actually. If it breaks 1,000. Let's take a gander at silver real quick. Let's see how I'm doing on my paper trades. Not very good. We need to close that hammer. Got 3 days to do it. Wait, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got 3 days, including Sunday night. And Monday night. So that's 4 days, actually. Gold, gold, gold. I really like gold. It kind of snapped at 1260 and it hasn't looked back. Got to break that top though. I definitely bought it late. I should have bought it at support. It's the bullish retracement at support that I always love. Crossing over the 34, back into support, previous high breaks. I missed both. You can see where I bought it. It was a previous high break on the hourly. Yeah, the hourly. I mean, how can you miss that? Over the 8, over the 13, back into the 8 for SOAR. Previous high breaks. Maybe you buy 1 contract, maybe you buy 3. I don't know. And you wait for it, crossing over the 34, back into the 34, previous high breaks. Bam! Those are the moves across the 34. I love them. So anyways, ABX. ABX is one of the big miners, I do believe. Can it be revived? I think so. I mean, it's got a 2-bar pattern, and it's bullish on this week. That's a reverse head and shoulders. If you can't see it on the daily, that's not really a good picture. You can see the left, that right, the drop off is probably why you got head faked out of this bad boy. The right shoulder always swings back as far as possible. Slingshot method, pulling it back, getting all the longs out and just letting her rip. That's what you got right here on the daily. And looks like just a smidget more over the 34 and 13. Let's get over 17. I'll be more inclined to say that this is bullish. But the daily is bullish. Nice volume too. You got a volume breakout. That's what's my volume breakout? That's the 13. I should change that to the 21 day. But how do I change it? I like Fibonacci numbers, so still a breakout on the 21 day on the daily chart. Nice volume. It's a reverse head and shoulders. That right shoulder is what shook you out and got you skeptical. You got the total reversal on the upside. Breaking 1650 can get you 17 into previous lows. 1750, more like it. So watch for a break into previous lows, sell it, come back into support. Well, I can't say sell it. Take a profit off. But all these miners are all of a sudden bullish, right out of nowhere, I think. Gold still hanging. I need silver over 1850. So gold is in the lead. Copper's steaming ahead. We've got a lot of catching up to do with copper. Watch copper as it comes back into support. Just real quick, like it's hitting resistance now. I hope it gets to 3 though. Well, looks good. I think we're sitting pretty, guys. Very, very good. Buy some physical metals. Buy some Bitcoin. I don't know. Paper contracts are scary. There's way too much. This is so bloated. What do you guys? I don't know what you guys think, but it's absolutely insane how straight up this has gone for years. Not since Trump was elected or anything crazy. 2013, it's just gone straight up. I mean, the measured move is in, right? This pattern from the break. The measured move is in. It's I don't know what to do. If it breaks the measured move, what's going to happen? It's going to make another measured move. It's absolutely insane. No, there's a monthly hammer forming. So bad. But when the next month opens, if it opens up, that's when you take the ride. If it opens down, then it's not a confirmed hammer yet. Is there another hammer on here I'm missing? It's this hammer we're talking about, right? It is definitely a long-legged hammer. Could close a doji. I need silver on a monthly chart to get above the 8. But the resistance is at 1850. So 18 to 1850, we need a pop above there. It's lagging. It's lagging gold because gold is crossing the 34 on a monthly. Silver is way behind. And then copper on a monthly, boom, it's leading. That is such a sweet chart for copper. I'm absolutely loving that chart. It's at resistance, but once we break resistance, it could rise up that whole range. So copper's awesome. I own a lot of copper. That's a huge reverse head and shoulders. That elongated, just elaborate right shoulder is just that same thing, that slingshot move. Next month, it's going to be very telling for silver. It's got to catch up. Got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, the monthly candle next month, when it opens, if it opens up, then you want to take that ride because it's confirming the hammer. Nothing's confirmed until the next candle. So if it opens inside the range, it's liable to come all the way back into support. But if you open up, you make sure you stay up and you take that ride. That's the hammer. Any candle confirmation. You got to wait till it confirms on the next candle, the next hour, the next minute, whatever. But that's it for me, guys. I got to eat some dinner. So I appreciate it. And let me know what's going on out there. I'll talk to you later. See ya.